Hey guys, welcome to JayWalk Media. This is Matt Miller, and watch JD Vance destroy this cat lady in real time. This is Gigi Sohn, who Joe Biden was going to nominate to be the FCC commissioner, and her radical woke tweets came back to bite her in the butt during this hearing. But before we jump into the video, I want to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post new videos. Thank you for your support. Let's jump into the video.
Could you read? I didn't quite get that. Could you just reread that? Would you mind?
President Obama is a raggedy black supremacist president, and his cowardly enablers would rather kill everybody than stop killing white people. Do you think a person, yes or no, who says that should be appointed to the FCC?
I would need to know more of the context, honestly.
Okay. Well, I think
really
clearly a person who said that should not be appointed to the FCC.
Okay.
And in fact, you retweeted the exact same thing, only with President Trump instead of President Obama, and the race is reversed. Let me read another tweet, and let me ask you if this is an acceptable thing for an FCC commissioner. Angry black woman, not a good look, Judge Brown Jackson. Would a person who tweeted that pejoratively be deserving of the position that you're seeking?
I think it has nothing to do with the position that they're seeking, so not necessarily.
So I think that's
I know I tweeted something about Judge Kavanaugh, right?
I think that's preposterous. Come on. You tweeted at Judge Kavanaugh, angry white man, not a good look, Judge Kavanaugh. Now, here's why I think that it's relevant. We live in a country that's very diverse. People come from very different backgrounds. And one of the things that preserves what little racial comedy and harmony we have in this country is that our leaders don't use that racial comedy and harmony like a toddler who discovered their daddy's gun. You talk about racial issues in a way that will inflame the very worst things in our country. And I fear that if you're given this position of authority, you will use that authority to continue to inflame and to continue potentially even to censor based on some of these ideas. Now, I've just illustrated a couple of ways that we talk about these issues, or some of our leaders talk about these issues. I hope that I never do. And if I do, I hope my constituents will hold me to account for it. But one of the things that I fear here is that you're being appointed to a position with an incredible amount of control over the way that we communicate with each other, the way that we debate with each other, the way that our politics actually manifests itself in the public debate. And I guess I'd ask you, do you think those comments are a good thing for the American people to hear, given how much power you will have if you get confirmed?
Senator, I made those comments in my role as either a private citizen or a public advocate, and they will have absolutely no bearing on how I would act as an FCC commissioner.
Ms. Sohn, I appreciate that, but they reveal something about how you see the world, how you think about the world, and how you feel about the world. So I understand and respect that you made them in your capacity as a private citizen, but they are reflective of a person who will have a lot of power if the Senate confirms your nomination. And this is why I'm going to oppose your nomination, despite some areas of substantive agreement. Thank you, Ms. Sohn.
So good job on JD Vance, absolutely dismantling Gigi Sohn. Biden was trying to push for her to take over the FCC, and he just exposed who she really is with these tweets that were pretty damning, in my opinion. You know, at one point she tweeted these out to the public shamelessly, unapologetically, and this is what she really thought. We can't have people that have these kinds of views in important, powerful positions in our government. Bureaucracy is as bad as it is, but when you get the wrong people into power and then they stay there forever and they just suck up tax dollars and they just make our lives miserable, that is the worst case scenario. So good on JD Vance for knocking down this Biden nominee. And I want to say JD Vance has taken a lot of heat in the media recently for his reference to childless cat ladies. And I just want to, you know, what I understand him to mean there is he's talking about the subset of the left that not even just women, but men too, who are just cynical, you know, often atheist. They don't believe in traditional values, and they actually actively hate traditional values. They hate family values. They want to kind of project their insecurities all over people, and they could never take responsibility for something other than themselves. Like their life couldn't be about somebody else, taking care of kids or taking care of your husband or your wife. It has to be all about them. So it's like this selfishness. It's a lot of times like a Karen sort of person. I know exactly what he means by this, and I think some people get it or they don't. I knew exactly, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and I think we have to be allowed to joke and poke fun. I mean, that kind of thing is kind of harmless, I think. Childless cat ladies, it's not like he's calling them Hitler or a dictator or fascist and prompting people to go and eliminate them. He's just kind of poking fun without using profanity. It's just saying, look, a lot of liberals have a lot of cats. And that's pretty weird, right? Like, they're calling J.D. Vance weird for, I guess, I don't know, just being kind of a normal dude, maybe being a little awkward on stage or something. He's still getting warmed up. He's still getting used to the massive spotlight that being Trump's VP pick is bringing him. And I think there's a grace period in that, and he doesn't need to be as charismatic as Trump. We already have Trump. I think J.D. Vance is a nice, down-to-earth guy. They're trying to call him weird. But the thing is, the left is weird too, and that kind of goes without saying. There's weirdos on both sides, but the childless cat ladies, the people who want to fight for unmitigated abortion access up to 9 months, they want to walk around downtown Washington, D.C., dressed up like a big female reproductive part, or wear pink hats that represent that, and they want to scream, they want to do their weird reenactments of The Handmaid's Tale, I guess. But anyway, like I said, there's weirdos on both sides. I think there's definitely weirdos on the left when it comes to those sorts of things. But, yeah, J.D. Vance, they should relax. I mean, they're trying to jump down his throat for every little thing. Childless cat ladies, it's funny. The left has no sense of humor. They're calling him weird. They're trying to make him self-conscious or whatever, or say that he's a weirdo, and he's just laughing it off. He doesn't care. He's not getting all butthurt about it. Think about how they attack Trump for every little thing. They try to make fun of him. Then they try to accuse him of stuff. Then they try to throw him in prison. And what does Trump do? He shrugs it off. He's got thick skin. So I mean, it's kind of clear that maybe the people that are the most offended on the left of this childless cat lady comment, maybe it strikes a nerve with them because that's what they are. And again, I don't think the childless cat lady thing just applies to women. It's kind of like this whole sort of person that's like a Karen. They're just anti-fun. They can't joke. They're going to go bother you because, your lawn isn't cut that week or something, and they're really upset about it or whatever. Politics can get really dark sometimes, and I think it's important for everybody to have a sense of humor. So let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video.